Alright people, Mike Salden here again. Welcome back to more Baldurs Gate 3 Honor Mode. Today we're going to fight Myrkul and finish off Ketheric Thorm here. I'm going to do a little sneaky, cheesy method where I'm going to make everybody invisible here. I'm going to send Shadowheart in first over to Dame Lynn so that she's able to free her, because I think Dame Lynn has to be free for you to defeat Myrkul. Could be wrong about that, but I just like to free Dame Lynn. So I'm gonna send Shadowheart over here, invisible, climb up, and just sort of crouch over here behind Dame Lynn. And then I'm gonna send, I think, Karlach up to the main sort of platform where Ketheric's walking back and forth. Karlach is carrying a backpack which is full of explosives. Actually, they're sending Asterion first here. So I'm going to need him to talk to Ketheric, because there'll be a little cutscene once we reveal ourselves. And in order to skip the first phase of the fight, I need Asterion to pass a little skill check where we persuade Ketheric to just jump in the pit and skip along to the Myrkul part of this fight. So yeah, I need Asterion to be right next to Ketheric, so when we break the illusion that we're invisible and we show up in front of Ketheric, he's gonna speak to Asterion. My main character has to stay hiding back by the door so that they avoid being pulled into the conversation. Just because they're not as good at speaking to people as Asterion is. He has so many proficiencies in persuading and deceiving people. And I'm going to make my main character invisible here as well. Do they have an invisibility potion? I've stolen so many of them, and I've stolen so much of everything, to be honest. My inventory is complete mess. So yeah, we'll just take one that Asterion has. My main character will move them a little bit forward just so they can get in some shots if they need to. Okay, and Karlach, yeah, we need Karlach to get up there because she's the one carrying the backpack. She's the only one strong enough because she's got the elixir of the Colossus applied. She is going to be right next to the explosion, and there's a good chance she's going to go down when we do this. And she might lose Lovatar's blessing. But after this fight, we don't really need Lovatar's blessing again. It's something that helps you out in most of Act 1 and Act 2. But yeah, it's okay if we lose that at this point. But yeah, the main reason Karlach's up there is she's the only one strong enough to carry this backpack that I filled up with smoke powder bombs. So Shadowheart's just going to stay over here behind Dame Lynn. And Karlach, when you plant this backpack, it's going to break your invisibility. But we need Asterion to have his invisibility broken, because he's the one we need to talk to Thorm. We could attack him. Let's see, what's the best way to break invisibility here? I could pass the backpack to Asterion now, even though he can't. No, he wouldn't be able to carry it at all, really. So, yeah, what way should I trigger Ketheric to notice Asterion? Coat one of my weapons in acid or something? What should I do here? I'm looking at these different elixirs, because I think interacting with an elixir will break invisibility. So yeah, I drank that elixir, but that didn't break it. Can you just attack Ketheric? Or will that ruin the conversation if we start right in attacking him? So yeah, I didn't plan this out as good as I thought, actually. Let's see. Shadowheart's carrying one of these tanks. You give that to Asterion and have him just drop that. And that should break his invisibility. So yeah, there we go. Now Ketheric's going to talk to Asterion. See, I didn't want everybody else's invisibility to break. I want them to stay invisible. And just have Asterion be the one that persuades Ketheric to just jump into the pit behind us. In order to get this dialogue, you have to have persuaded him on the rooftop previously. So make sure you've done that if you're trying to do this method. And again, I use Asterion because he just has the most +1s in persuasion. He's also happy all the time. I always get him to bite someone. And he's got lucky points. And yeah, it's just better for me if we go for Asterion. And we got a critical success, so that's nice. Didn't even need all the bonus stuff. So he's just going to jump in there, and now Myrkul's going to appear. Karlach should still be invisible, so that means she can have her turn to plant the backpack. So yeah, there's Myrkul. I could fight him properly, but it's a bit risky, and I'm not that confident in it. So that's why I've set up this backpack sort of scheme. I'm going to get Shadowheart to free Dame Lynn, because I think she has to be free in order for you to do the most damage to Myrkul. I could be wrong about that, but it won't hurt to have her free anyway. Now Karlach, here's this backpack of destruction. Again, there's like 60 smoke powder bombs. I've got an Nautiloid tank here. It's going to blow up as well. I've got other Nautiloid tanks, but I don't think I've got time to plant them really. Now, fortunately, Karlach has used flight. Otherwise, I would have flown away at this point. So I'm just going to get in some hits. Try to weaken Myrkul just a bit more, just in case the backpack doesn't do as much damage as I'm hoping. So yeah, Karlach's going to eat some damage there. We're going to action surge, just get in some more attacks. Try to wear down Myrkul as much as we can. Do a little menacing strike maybe. Okay, what about lacerate? Can Myrkul even bleed? No, I think that missed. Okay. And now Asterion, we're going to get you to retreat a little. Oh, we're going to eat some damage. Try luck to dodge. No, you had some damage, but it's alright. And this is why you want your main character to be far away from the main arena, because this explosion is going to be pretty big. So Asterion, can you throw in a fire arrow? Yeah, let's see. Can I hit this Nautiloid tank from here? No, you'd have to climb up there to take that shot. Let's dash. Hopefully I can actually hit this from down here. I really didn't think about it as well as I thought. But yeah, Karlach's right next to the backpack. Unfortunately, I somehow wasted her ability to fly in another area. So yeah, look at Far Realms, and Myrkul should just completely eat that and go down straight away. So yeah, we just completely destroyed Myrkul in one hit. In order to have a backpack full of bombs, you do have to be buying them or stealing them completely from Act 1 up until Act 2. I was going around every vendor, robbing them of all their smoke powder bombs, or buying from people who I couldn't steal from because there wasn't a good angle to steal from them if they were surrounded by too many people. And then I filled up the backpack and I just set it down there next to a Nautiloid tank. And I wounded Myrkul a bit first just to make sure, like guarantee that it was going down. And just because this was going to be a bit of a short video, yeah, Karlach's dead unfortunately. But don't worry about it, unless you are really annoyed about losing Lovitar's blessing. It's okay if Karlach goes down here. We can just resurrect her with a resurrect scroll, and it's all going to be fine, so don't worry about it too much. Shadowheart's unscathed. so's my main character. I could have planned that out a bit better and had Karlach take a potion of flight or something before she went up here so she could fly away after doing her job of planting the backpack. And of course, don't forget to loot Ketheric and get his nether stone and all his gear or whatever. I already made him drop his big hammer in a previous video, in the last video, on top of the roof when we were fighting him. And then you'll just talk to the dream visitor. But yeah, as I was saying, because this video was going to be pretty short due to this Myrkul fight sort of being cheesed, I'm going to show footage in the next part here from my other honor mode character where trying to blow up Myrkul didn't go as well and I have to fight them sort of properly. I do take out half their health with some Baromancy. It's before I had figured out that you can fill up a backpack full of smoke powder bombs instead of like having to stack a load of barrels. But yeah, we'll take a look at that next. So let's jump over. This is my other character. This was my first honor mode run. They're also a ranger. Karlach set up almost the same, being disguised as a Githyanki and everything. My party was the same, but I had placed these Nautiloid tanks and stuff here, and it didn't do enough damage. I didn't have enough smoke powder bombs. But it had greatly weakened Myrkul, but I thought just to make this video a bit more entertaining and so it's not over too quick, what happens if you sort of have to fight Myrkul normally. So I put an arrow of Ilmater on them so they can't heal using their minions or whatever. That's a big thing with Myrkul, they eat all these necromites that they can summon, puts their health back up. So you can bone chill them or use an arrow of Ilmater. Again, this was a bit of a sticky situation when I was fighting Myrkul. Things hadn't gone as completely to plan. So they're going to be getting in damage on Asterion. I don't think I'd freed Dame Lynn yet. And if I had, maybe she was badly wounded. Yeah, Asterion, he has lucky roll advantage again, so I think I'm going to get him to do that to try to avoid some damage here. He's bone chilled now, Asterion, so he can't really be healed. I've got all these brains up here attacking me. The Mind Flayer's alive up there, and yeah, Daemolin's down here. She's going to get damaged. My main character is also hiding over here behind Daemelin. These Necromites are alive. It's just going to be really messy and tricky to get through this when you're trying to fight Myrkul somewhat normally without doing any cheese methods. But just to make the video a bit more interesting, I thought I would show my other honor mode character, who was my first honor mode character who I got through the game with. And I did a second honor mode run to really record most of it. Just to show people my stupid methods of getting through things, really. So yeah, I had Shadowheart hiding over here because, again, she's pretty weak in all playthroughs that I have with Shadowheart. I always have her as like a healer, life cleric, and she can go down pretty easily with her lack of HP or whatever. So do I try to cast silence here on Myrkul? Looks like that's what I'm trying to do. It's been a little while since I watched this footage in particular, so let's see. Yeah, I think I'm too far away to cast silence, to be honest. I think Shadowheart actually is the most vital part of this, because I cast something on Myrkul that finishes him off. Yeah, I'm trying to do mass healing here, but I don't think Asterion can be healed because he's bone chilled. Yeah, right. Karlach is still up here. She's a big damage dealer still. And she was a barbarian in this playthrough because we hadn't got Raphael's armor in this run. I didn't know about that trick to get his armor yet, so... Oh, nice big hit. Even in this run, Karlach was basically godlike for me, always getting in the big hits when you need her to. Um, let's see, Astarion, what was I planning to have you do? Just retreat and do some arrow damage from back here, I guess. Blinding shot. Would that even affect Myrkul? Let's hide, and no, we can't do a stealth shot from here. Yeah, I took an invisibility potion just in case we need someone to hide and resurrect people. I think that's why I made that Astarion invisible. Let's do some psionic backlash. Nice. What are you gonna do? Going for Astarion? Okay. And this Mind Flayer's over here. Oh, Daemolin's dominated. That's not good. That is not good at all. Shadowheart. I think I get Shadowheart to cast Plague. No, I'm still going for this silence maneuver. Trying to silence the Mind Flayer, I guess, over here. Don't know if that's going to be much use. Did silence the Mind Flayer at least. Again, am I trying to heal everybody? I think some of us are bone chilled. No, I decided it was a bad idea. Okay, and what's this Necromite doing? They're bone chilled. Myrkul's gonna eat them for some health. Yeah, that's not great. That is annoying. But I do pull this back and finish it. I can't remember exactly what I do. Daemalin being dominated is a bad move for us. Our main character's going to eat some damage. Oh, my main character went down. This actually looks... Oh, at least Daemalin gets silenced there. That's something. Okay, so I need Karlach to really come in here and do some serious damage. Nor branding smite, maybe. Come on, Karlach, you can land it. And Karlach's eating a lot of damage, and she can't be healed because she's right next to Myrkul, and that prevents us with this bone shield ability. Oh, we're really not doing a lot of great damage there. This was looking quite desperate. But I think Astarion and Shadowheart come in clutch here. Can I get a stealth attack this time? Yes. I can just barely land this, I think. Oh, nice. What else can I do? Yeah, just go invisible again. And I think I get Shadowheart. What are you going to cast? Okay, we've got some psionic backlash damage. Nice. That ate into Myrkul a bit. And I think it did just enough damage that this spell that Shadowheart can cast is going to finish him off. So this Mind Flayer, he was distracted over here with Daemalin, trying to do something over there. Thankfully he didn't reach Shadowheart, because Shadowheart's actually the MVP in the end of this. Even though I said she was one of my weaker characters, we're all wounded. It's all looking pretty bad. We've got Myrkul worn down quite a lot here. I think I was gonna cast Guiding Bolt, the highest level, but then I was worried it wasn't gonna work. So I was like, I need to cast something that can guarantee to hit him. Lathander's big laser beam wasn't gonna land from this angle, and then I was like, okay, I've got this area of effect attack over here. Plague, insect plague. I've never used it before. Screw it, let's cast it. Hopefully it does the job. And we put down Myrkul after almost losing that fight. So yeah, that was my alternative honor mode fight with Myrkul, where you kinda, you actually do have to fight him, where the cheese method didn't fully work out. So yeah, thanks for watching, people, and I'll see you again next time where we enter Act 3 of Baldur's Gate 3 and do some more honor mode.